I receive a call. The building's on fire. And I imagine in my mind a tiny fire, perhaps in the wall. I'm building a picture. Britt, they've been trying to get a hold of you. You need to get there. Your phone has been off or something, but everyone's calling you. The building's on fire. You need to go now. Okay. I grab my tiny puppy, Happy, put him in my arms. He's only 12 weeks old. I put on my clothes, wake up my husband because it's Monday, April 19th, 2021. It was the first day back to school after more than a year for the kids. So this was a big day for my family and my daughter especially. So I'm telling him, I gotta go, something's on fire. I don't even know what they're talking about. They said it's on the second level. We don't even have a second level. I gotta go. So I head from Gresham into Portland, down Stark, and I get a second call. Britt, I need to prepare you for what you're about to see. It's on the news. And I'm thinking, what's on the news? Like, so she's saying there's video, or there's news cameras there. Okay, I'm prepared. I'm headed there. So I'm driving down Stark, and I can see these huge plumes of smoke, like bigger than, my building was about this size of the ceiling. And I can see cranes spraying water, and I'm like, okay. I guess I didn't leave the iron on, because in my head my mind's eye was very like a little fire. So I can't go further than the McDonald's parking lot, so I leave Happy in the car, I get over to the building, and obviously I'm just completely baffled and completely gutted, crushed to the bone. The ceiling is on the floor. You can see the sky through all the sides of the walls, and everything's gone. I'd been in that building for 12 years, and there were sculptures, there were materials, there were samples. I mean, the Grand Stark Hotel, everything that was supposed to get installed in the Grand Stark Hotel was in my building. It was getting delivered the next day. All of these leather cushions, like I'm racing through my mind, like the clients, the employees, like where is everybody? Just, it was so frazzling and just so completely devastating. Moments after that, I'm gathering around like a cell phone with my across the street neighbor and the fire detective and the other various people that I don't even know. There's like a million looky-loos and all these random like lawyers or trying to give me advice. And we're looking at the cell phone, and we can see someone is setting the fire on the video. And then you see this person see the fire get bigger and then just like sort of casually walk away. And then I hear murmurs of like, that kind of looks like a woman. Like, that's a girl. And I'm like, oh shit, they think it was me. So immediately I'm like, oh God, this detective thinks it's a woman, and he's looking at me, and and I'm thinking, oh my, did I start this fire? Like, and so in that moment, it was just the most anxiety, like peak anxiety for me in my whole career, because I know that it's a make or break moment of as far as like, can we survive this? How do I navigate all of these people? And my fight or flight kicks in. And if you know me and you know that I'm a big sister, I'm a teen mom, I'm a survivor of, my dad was an addict, I am a fighter, even if I don't want to be. And I chose fight. And my toxic trait just toggled right on, controlling. I got this, I'm gonna fix this. So I call up my staff and I say, my house, 1 p.m., lunch, we're gonna fix this. It was the same day. Building's still on fire. They told me, you can go home. It's gonna burn for like another 36 hours. We'll be here tending the fire. You can go home. So we go to my house, set up in the backyard, and I think at the time I thought this cathartic thing would be, okay, we're gonna talk about like, what do we want the future to be like? And zero time for grief, zero time for breathing. And we just start making a list. And I say, just pretend you could have anything. Like, what do you want? I hear dog run. Okay, one employee has a dog, so dog run. Solar panels, that would be cool if we were had solar panels, okay. A parking lot, off-street parking, got it. Okay, so we're making the list, and we kind of have this cathartic moment together as a team, and a few days go on, and I'm out there pounding the pavement, I'm looking for a new building. And I've got the insurance company breathing down my neck 2 days after the fire. It's like, okay, so what's the plan? What are you gonna do? And I've got my bank calling my line of credit. So I'm under an extreme amount of pressure to fix this, is how I was taking it. So I find this building that's for lease. I call them up, the number on the outside of the building, it looks cute, and I could picture us in there, and I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. I didn't wanna move, but okay. Squires Electric. Okay. So Joe owns this building, great, thank you so much, I'll call him directly. So call Joe, and if you know Joe, he said, Britt, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you trying to lease a building? I'm like, well, Joe, my building burned down. I don't know if you've seen the national news. And it was arson, so it's like a real BFD. He knows, obviously, so he's like, well, let's just get coffee. I think you need some friendship and guidance, power of EO, plug. We get coffee, we are making a plan. I'm kind of getting in the zone of, okay, I think I can figure this out. And that's when like I said, peak anxiety. I'm at this point of make or break, can you do this? Can you really fight? Or do you want to flight? Or do you want to freeze? And I visualize entrepreneurship as these doors, a series of doors that are closing, kind of like in the Matrix or the Star Wars or something, and you're running through the door, and it's closing behind you, you're like, and it's got your hair, and then you get through it, and you're like, okay, figured that one out, and then you're like, oh, I see another door, cool, and then you have to start sprinting, and sometimes that runway is shorter, and sometimes it's longer, but that's how it feels to me to be in business and a mother and all the things that I am. So I feel like there's these doors closing, and whenever I feel that intense anxiety come over me, I visualize a diving board. And on the diving board, it's long, and with each step, you're visualizing or practicing in your mind the worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario, this is the worst case scenario diving board. With each step represents a thing that could go wrong and in that storyline that you're in your mind. So for me, it was all the deposits to all my clients that I'm in progress work. How even though they were supposed to have their own liability insurance, it's in our contract, doesn't matter. When it comes down to it, how am I gonna pay these people back? So there goes all of my cash. Okay, just basically each step is you're going bankrupt. And okay, are you losing your house? Maybe. Okay, and in the end, are you alive? Is your family alive? Do you have other skills? Okay, well, I guess I know what the worst case scenario looks like, and I'm okay with it. So then I go to best case diving board. And this is my best case diving board, and I say, okay, the fighting, I keep it up. I can take the stamina that it's gonna take to get through this, and each step is, maybe we do find this building. Maybe we do have a dog run. Maybe this could all work out, and maybe we will thrive, and maybe the doors are not gonna slam and cut my leg off. So in that moment, I chose the fight diving board, but I had to kind of once you're out on it, you can't do anything. You just have to jump. And that's what we did. And long story short, within 10 months, we're standing with the keys to our building. You guys, it has solar panels. It has a dog run, and this is not a joke, and I still have that list in real writing. It has a parking lot, it has a break room, it has a turret on the top of the roof where we have our own private sunbathing area. It has one of those cool airport water bottle things where that's why I bought it. Because you can just fill your water bottle up, just right there. It has everything that we ever wanted, and we were able to move in there and thrive, and The metal doors continue to snap shut and grab my hair, but it's a different, we're leveled up and we made it. Thank you so much.